Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, zombie and vampire lovers everywhere. It is the DRUG here once again, and we're here to talk about good things in the world, like how the T-Boss can now make you into a vampire. As yesterday, as we know, Resident Evil 8 The Village dropped its new trailer, which it comes out in May, and there are multiple editions. But let's talk about the main story, which is what I'm here to do. Apparently, the 8-foot-tall woman with nice tits is a vampire, and she has 3 demonic children who are also vampires trying to kill you. For some sacrifice ritual, which apparently also involves sex. So hey, at least you get to have sex before you die. Which I think that's every man's dream, actually. Go out, like Ric Flair would say, go out on a wild woman. So I approve of this, Capcom. It does make it weird, though, that you did make all the vampire women very beautiful. That makes me question my own body. Do I like them? Should I be afraid or should I be horny at this point? So good job there. But the plot of the main game, continuing with that, is they kidnapped your baby daughter, so you're going to this village to rescue her. But not as always as it seems, since you are dealing with vampires and werewolves. You also are dealing with a new character that was introduced yesterday that has supernatural abilities, but you don't know if he's friend or foe. Of course, they did bring back the merchant called the Duke, who is a big, fat, 500-pound fat guy who looks like Yokozuna, but loves to give you handguns and wants to give you a magnum, so nothing wrong with him whatsoever. He wants to give me guns, let me go pew-pew! A little bit more dark and creepy this time, but I will admit I am excited for it, unlike with RE7, because RE7, I think they realized some of the mistakes they did and they fixed it in this one. I do love the atmosphere, and I do love the main villains, because they all have their own technical story, and you get to find out. Plus, all 4 hot, beautiful vampire women. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of men playing this game, not for killing, but for going, ooh la la, look at her boobs. I don't care if she sucks the blood out of my dick. Which one of them actually tries to do that in the trailer they dropped of the gameplay, where she's the one daughter's really trying to suck your penis off because she hasn't had a man in 100 years. So
that's one died once.
I will sign up for that immediately. I will sacrifice my body for the greater good of the country, if I have to. I will die as a hero. But I am looking forward to it. Also, they did announce, by the way, if you're wondering who that's my mama and Papa Bear, if you could hear them. And they also announced Resident Evil Versus, which is pretty much taking all the popular characters from Resident Evil, putting them on a small map and say, go kill each other. So there's a good chance you will see me playing as Albert Wesker with the Magnum, shooting everybody in the dick. Like I do with every Versus game. Remember, children, dick shots, it's one of the ultimate ways to kill a zombie. Then in the brains, particularly if it's Charlie Sheen, because we know where his brains are at. But anyway, trailer was an A+. I'm looking forward into both games. And don't forget, if you got the PS4 version, you do get the free upgrade to the PS5 digitally if you don't have one. So it is interesting. Like I said, there were 3 editions: the normal edition, the special, and the collector's edition. I'm sure the collector's edition would be pretty pricey because that comes with a statue, but we shall see. Hope you've enjoyed this quick little talk about Resident Evil 8. Don't forget, tonight it is the NFL picks for the championship games. And then, of course, we'll be doing the Madden matchup where my Cowboys take on the Bears. See who goes to the Super Bowl. But until then, have a great Friday and have a wonderful, safe weekend.